Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and this video has been a long time coming. No, I'm not stopping YouTube. I feel like as soon as you start with anything like that, people are like, oh wait, is he quitting? Is he finally doing it? No. It's in fact, it's like literally the opposite of that entire situation. For pretty much my entire YouTube existence, minus a small stint in the beginning before anyone knew who I was, I have produced predominantly Final Fantasy 14 content. Yes, we do dive into things like 16 and 7, and we've dived into other aspects of Square Enix and Final Fantasy, and probably will continue to do so on occasion. But I've always felt like it's been a double-edged sword. I love creating content for 14, but it is not the only game that I love and enjoy. I mean, I've had to make videos on this channel going over some other franchises that I love. Devil May Cry is one of my favorite franchises of all time. Armored Core was a game I would have loved to have poured more time into YouTube for. And the list goes on and on and on of different games and franchises that I really only get to experience on live streams. And there's nothing technically wrong with that, but I've never felt like there was ever an appropriate way to incorporate that into this channel because I made it that way. It's a product of my own doing, and there's always been a solution that I've just kind of avoided because I just didn't want to do it. I mean, it just didn't make sense to me for the longest time. I mean, it didn't, but I think it's about time I finally just make a second channel and just make videos on that channel that aren't related to like Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy 14. So essentially what I'm telling you is when you see this video, I'm already going to have it made. It's going to be linked below. I'll probably have it featured on the main page, but I'm going to have a general gaming channel, which was always kind of the idea for this channel. It's just I fell into a game first that was part of one of my favorite franchises and I loved, and it was really successful. So of course I, poured all of my energy into that. And now is the time. I'm going to be making a second channel that I will actively upload anything not Final Fantasy or Square Enix tangential, things that I think won't fit on this channel. And if I do something on this channel and it feels like it's not working, then I might send it to the other channel anyway as well, or future bits. This really came up from some recent videos that I've done. It's been a thought for a long time, but the idea came up when I was playing the Granblue Fantasy Relink demo. I really enjoyed that. And I was like, man, I should make a video for this and a video for that and do that. And then I was like, every time I upload a lot of stuff that's not 14 related, it's like ultra hit or miss. Like, it's like even not every video is a hit even when it is Final Fantasy, but like if it's not Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy related, it's like super hit or miss. And that's because YouTube as the machine that it is, it tries to prioritize people's exposure and viewership to things based on the channel and based on what the people want. So when I largely make Final Fantasy content, it's more likely to recommend my stuff to people who watch other Final Fantasy content. As soon as I start to dive away from that, it starts looking at other parallels. It gets really confused. It's the whole algorithm thing you always hear people talking about on YouTube. And it genuinely helps to have several very focused channels. Like if you're going to do something on fitness, don't do like 8 fitness videos and then like 2 video game videos. You do one channel for fitness and one for video games. Subsequently, within video games, if you want to talk a lot about one game, it actually helps on YouTube to make a channel for that individual game. General variety channels struggle a lot more because the algorithm only can really push you when it thinks you are the thing that people want to see. Great example would be one of the really big YouTubers like Markiplier. He can post anything, and if you've watched his videos, you'll start getting recommended to all of his videos because YouTube's algorithm has determined that he is the key word, the thing that it really wants to hone in on and the thing that people are tuning in for. And that's really tough because I don't ever consider myself a personality like that, and I don't think anyone ever would. But it's like, that's how you kind of beat that system. And I can't do that on a channel that's predominantly Final Fantasy 14. And I don't even expect to do it on this new channel, but I need an outlet, a creative outlet where I can post something and I don't feel guilty about it, And it's not like it's going to reduce the amount of 14 content that I make. It's just in those long stretches where I don't make 14 content, it's often because I'm thinking about those other things and I want to do videos on those things. But if I post them here, you see where it's just like a constant loop where I'm just battling myself on the whole thing, right? And then people come and they ask me like, oh, you're going to play this, you're going to do a video on that, and I want to say like, yeah, I had this idea. All over, this is what goes on in my head. I'm just externalizing it for you all, and you could see how chaotic it is. So, making a second channel. For now, the idea is just post whatever I want on it, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm not actively posting videos on this channel. Although I am still going to be, obviously. I have a ton of actually 14 videos that I want to do right now that are on the docket. I just haven't because I've been obsessively playing a handful of other games like Pal World and Granblue and getting ready for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth next month. And like this, those things are on my mind right now. So it's going to be a link below, link in the channel, like I said earlier. And if you're interested in my thoughts on other things, that's going to be the place to find them for now. I also held the idea of maybe making another channel specifically focused on another series slash franchise slash genre of game. I even recorded a video for it, a Souls-like channel. I've spoken about it many times on my weekly Q&As, but I even like recorded a trailer for it and everything. You know, I picked out a name that was available, and I've done all the legwork, but then I was like, I don't really know what to talk about with Souls-likes right this second. So if I do ever pull the trigger on that, that might be a similar experiment where all that gets flooded onto the main gaming channel, and then I just go and I see that, and it's just, I'm thinking too far ahead. Let's just one step at a time here. Those are the thoughts going through my head. So please, if you're interested in non-Final Fantasy XIV stuff, other games that I play, which I will still make videos about occasionally here to let you know that I'm posting videos on the other channel, just be sure to subscribe to that other channel. It's not anything major, but it is a place that I need to exist. I need that creative outlet because I hate sitting around thinking like just double guessing everything I want to do that isn't what my main focus is. So that's it for the video. I'm terrible at ending these things. So enjoy the other channel. I'm going to get to posting on it like probably within a day or two after posting this video. So thanks. See you on the other channel and on this one, whichever one you watch on. Enjoy it either way.